Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of My Balls.
No.
That's what they would say if... No.
Keeg, we've been over this. This is Love Wins, Keeg. Oh my god.
Hang on, I gotta check my Twitter.
Okay. What are we, Logan Paul's podcast? I don't know. I don't even know what it's called.
I don't watch it either. I don't know.
I've seen clips. Yeah, because I saw the clip of Logan Paul. Was it? No, it was Jake Paul. Jake Paul like admitting on his podcast that Mike Tyson like had heart problems or something. Like admitting basically
no, I think he said he had
that he was. Oh yeah, it was Parkinson's. Admitting just even more that Mike Tyson was just not in fighting shape, and he still was like, "Yeah, I'll fuck up Mike Tyson."
Which is like, he's making himself look worse. Like, why would you say that? He's got to be saying it just for like. He's saying it just to get controversial. Because that's
I honestly
all he knows.
think
that's all he's known since 2017.
The Paul brothers know that even negative attention is attention. You know what I mean?
They definitely know. They're not stupid, but they sure act like it.
Yeah, they act like morons. I'll be honest, dude. I think if you gave me, I'd say maybe 9 months of uninterrupted training, like I don't need to stop and work to have money. If you just gave me 9 months to train boxing, I think I could fucking beat Jake Paul.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm too young though. I'm not 50 years or older. I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta be
actually.
50 and up. Actually, he's 60. Wait, I gotta look that up now. How old?
Hey Google.
How old is Jake Paul?
How tall is Jake Paul?
Jake Paul is 6 feet 1 inch tall.
Oh, so we're like the same height.
Yeah,
we're like the exact same height. Or I'm a little bit taller, but like
that's hilarious. I want to see you stand next to him. Hey there, Jake.
I don't want to stand next to that fucking guy.
Hey there, little Jakey man. How you doing? How's school going?
Little Jacob.
How's school going, Jake? Going good?
Who is that? Who is this guy you just introduced?
I'm imagining like just like a really tall uncle who only speaks in like low tones and whispers.
Hey,
Jake, how you doing?
The sun's getting real low.
No! Is he gonna kill him? Oh wait, no, that's an Avengers reference, right?
Yeah, that's
what the Hulk. Yeah,
that's what the Hulk. It calms him down.
When I think about that, I think about like a guy staying on his porch with a shotgun and his dog. Hey,
honestly, dude, dude, it's so messed up. I think if Scarlett Johansson walked up and said, "Hey, big guy, the sun's getting real low," I'd probably fucking power down, bro. I'd be like, "Hey, Scarlett, what are you doing later, Scarlett Johansson?"
Hey, Scarlett.
Now you're Weasel from the Suicide Squad.
Hey, Scarlett. I haven't seen that movie yet. It's like, what is the James Gunn one?
The James Gunn one. It's the newer one that doesn't have Will Smith. Yeah, Will Smith. It doesn't have Will Smith in it. It has Idris Elba and John Cena. That one, the new one, that one's really good. I've watched it like a fucking handful of times. It never gets old. It's really good. Oh yeah, it's really good. Keeg, I wanted to ask you because you meant when we hopped in this call, you'd slept in a little bit and you had to go brush your teeth real fast. I want to know on a regular
12 hours straight.
On a regular Keeg workday, what is your morning routine?
Wake up, piss my pants, jump out of bed, flip around my room. Gotta make it smell like me.
just swirl like a ballerina while you're still peeing.
Yeah, well, no, I was thinking like a bunch of like, you know how like gymnastics people,
gymnastics,
they do a bunch of like, they like hop around, they do like handstands and stuff. I was thinking like that.
Yeah, like a gymnastic guy.
Like a gymnastic guy.
Yeah. Is that what you really do in the morning? You pee?
Yeah, you do not want to enter my room. Yeah, you don't want to enter in here. It's like that one scene from Smiling Friends.
I haven't seen Smiling Friends.
Oh crap! Can you guys believe that? I keep telling him to. No, wait.
Chat. Chat. Can you believe this, chat?
Chat. You will. What is it? You cannot steal my treasure, chat. You need to wait till VidCon to watch it now. We're close enough so that we can.
Yeah.
To VidCon so that we can watch it because you are missing out, dude. You are missing out.
I've seen little clips. I think I definitely messed myself up because the first episode I ever watched of it was that prank episode they did where they're going to like Brazil. But what I didn't realize is that episode's nothing like it because it's super like long paced and long winded and they're just kind of talking normally and I'm like, this is not funny at all. Like why is this so popular? Not knowing that that's not what the show's like. So I mean, the show's probably pretty good. The animation looks fun, so I'll give it a watch.
Where did you watch it for that to be the first episode? Was this just live on YouTube?
It was on YouTube.
Oh, that makes sense. They probably did post it fully.
Yeah. They posted it on YouTube, and I was like, oh, okay, this is an episode. Yeah, I didn't know that.
You know what? It worked out because I assume they were doing it mostly because as like an inside joke for the audience, but also for those who didn't see the show, who thought that was the whole show from then on.
I know, because if that's what the whole show is, I'd be like, damn, this shit sucks, dude. This is not very good.
You watch this? Oh, this is gross, man. That's what you should have said while you were watching it. The whole every like 3 minutes.
No, I think I got literally like 5 minutes in and I was like, wow, this sucks. I just closed it and like went to play
so much funnier. It's so much funnier once you've seen the entirety of the first season because you know all the characters by then and you just know how they react to stuff.
You know what my morning routine is, Keeg?
What?
Are you clipping your toenails?
Yeah, yeah. I grabbed my entire foot and I dragged it up next to the microphone so that you could hear that. I'm clipping my fingernails.
Oh, your fingernails.
I'm clipping my fingernails because I just like cut one. Like I just like damaged fingernail, and now it's gonna catch on everything. So I'm getting rid of it.
Oh yeah, no, I know all about that. Except I chew on it. I'm a freak.
That. I don't do that. I don't know why.
I think I got it from my parents. I've always chewed my fingers and my fingernails. It's like that's how my anxiety bleeds through. Because like, dude, I'm so socially like sound. Like everyone's like, I'm super chill about it. If it gets super exciting, I'm like, I know how to stay calm. But like it shows. You'll see my foot tapping and I'll be like chewing my fingers a lot and kind of looking around a lot. I just, dude, that's like just my. What's up?
You run out of fingernails, do you go for your toes?
I actually, when I was younger, I would.
Oh, dude.
Like when your fingernails get short enough, I'm flexible enough where I could like get my toe in my mouth, like not easily, but I could. So I would chew on my toenails. I think when I was I haven't done it in like years, but when I was younger, I would.
Yeah, when I was young, I could get my whole toe in my mouth.
So I wake up, my morning routine, I wake up with my whole foot in my mouth. And then I go,
Are you serious?
Oh. And then I spit it out. I spit it out. And then I jump up out of bed. I go to the poop corner, pop a squat, get back in bed.
Things like that.
And then I get up just in time to go to work. I brush my teeth. I blow my nose. I blow my load, and then I put on like deodorant because I don't know about you. I wear deodorant because I'm sweating.
Of course. What kind of weirdo doesn't wear deodorant?
Oh yeah, when we did the fuck ups, you bit into deodorant. So you own deodorant.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
For those who haven't seen it, you should go watch the Fuck Ups podcast where I ate a bit of deodorant. Wait, no, I only licked it. Right? I licked
after peeling a hair off of it. It was so funny, dude.
I don't know why I did that.
It was funny.
It was funny, but then I think back and I'm like, oh, that's gross. I wouldn't do that again.
Honestly, dude, I'm the kind of guy where like if it's gonna make a really funny video, I don't really have a lot of shit I wouldn't do.
See, that's like, where you and me differentiate each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that again.
If we were the
God.
Impractical Jokers, I'd be Joe.
Oh,
You
okay.
would
If this
be-
is the Impractical Jokers, I would do it. Okay.
Yeah, but
I would
that's
do
what
it.
I'm saying. Like, if I'm making a funny ass video for YouTube, I'm willing to like be a dumbass and do stupid shit for it because it's gonna be funny. So like, whatever.
Yeah, I guess so. I can get on board with that.
And sort of segueing very cleanly to the next
Yeah,
topic.
are you segueing?
VidCon is coming up soon, and we're gonna be walking around like some doofuses there. I'm gonna make sure I film
up
a
and kiss us on our
shit ton
cheeks.
this year.
Come up and kiss us on our toes. I think I
wanted
like that.
to-
Nib a little bit.
I don't think there's that many lovewins listeners who are gonna be going to VidCon.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, you right there.
Right there. Nibble his toes.
I wanted to, if you wanted, Keeg, I'd want to give you the rundown of kind of what the VidCon Convention Center is like.
Yeah, sure. Okay. You got any footage? Oh wait, they can't see that. Audio listeners, love you to death. Sorry about that. No more footage. No footage. No footage.
Yeah,
ever.
no more. No more footage, audio listeners.
We've been showing it every episode. We shown footage. You missed it.
Yeah, it flashed on screen just now. You missed it. Did you not see that?
Sorry. Did you see it?
Idiots.
Stupid.
When you walk up to the convention center, there's going to be like a group of security guards out front. The first year I went, they were checking ID, but I don't think they've checked since then. But
Why?
you walk past them. I think it's because they want you to be attended to by an adult. And the year that I went before, I was like I did look like I had baby face. But you walk in past them, and then there's like I don't think it's a metal detector. I think it's just an X-ray scanner or something. But they have you like set down. If you have a
like the
bag,
airport.
set it down on the table. They look at it and then they have you walk through the thing.
Yeah,
and
right.
then they hand you your
So
stuff.
General
You walk in,
security
you
for like
go-
everything.
Yeah, you go down an escalator, and then you're met with the biggest queue, like giant queue of all time.
Oh no! Oh, it's a convention, right? I forgot about that.
That is
part.
why I always get the creator pass, because there's a creator line, a community line, and an industry line. The community line is almost always going to be just flooded. The creator line is a little bit better. Oh, at least it was a little bit better last year, but the 2 years prior, there was like no one in that line. So it was a fast
They
pass,
must have
basically.
learned.
But you go up, they get you a little like card. What is it called? A lanyard with a little card on it, and they give you a pen to write whatever you want on it. They don't force you to write anything. So if you wanted, you could literally just write like dream or something. You could write anything on there.
Call myself
and then
Big Joe.
then they give you like a little wristband, and anytime you check in or out, like you walk in or out of the convention, you tap that on a little scanner. I think that's how they just keep tally of
fancy.
how many people are in there. And also, if you lose that, then like they know that, okay, you didn't check in, you need to do check in again, or you need to get a new wristband. And it's like a $30 fee, I think, to get a new one. So you can't take it off. But then you go up another escalator, walk in, and you're there, dude. It's mostly outdoors. Just a lot of
Hello,
like
Las
walking
Vegas.
areas, a lot of food trucks. There's a fountain, and then there's the big
Food trucks?
expo
Outdoor?
hall. Oh yeah,
Oh, wait. So all this is like outside. They make you stand outside.
A lot of it is outside, but all of the like booths are inside in the expo hall.
Do they got good food trucks there? Do they have the the icy one?
They do have an icy one that's really fucking good.
Yes.
That's been there like most
Yes.
years. And I remember I went like the first year I went basically every day to get one of those. And on the final
Yeah.
day, the dude behind it recognized me and said, "Hey, bro, you've been here every day. You just take this one for free." And I was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
what?"
Dude,
that was
we
tight.
should see if he'll recognize you next year if he's there.
I don't think he was there the next year after that. But yeah, it's mostly just like when you walk around, big outdoor area with a fountain, and like there's so much space to walk outdoors. And there's like the food truck area, which is generally really crowded. and then like next to that is the main entrance to the expo hall. And then there's an upstairs above the expo hall that you can only get to if you have the creator pass. And then a third floor where only industry pass can get up. As far as I'm aware, industry pass is kind of like some boring shit. So I don't think it's really worth it unless you're like really into, you want to like manage YouTubers or some shit. But
you didn't tell me any of the ups for the creator pass till now.
I think I mentioned them.
No, I would have remembered this. Easier line, another floor. You kidding me? I'm going for the creator now.
It's only like $40 more.
Yeah.
It's like actually a pretty good deal.
I would have gone. Well, been going for it ages ago.
All right, thank.
So you're going to VidCon now? Yeah. Yeah, I heard you're going to VidCon.
We're going to be doing a breathing exercise. Good. Breathe in. And out. What was that?
I was looking for my bottle. You know how they do that, and then they hit like a bell, and then they stop.
The gong.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the gong. Oh yeah, the bell. The ding.
Yeah, ready here. This will make the same noise.
A lot harsher, a lot less calming. I'd say.
Yeah, so I'm hitting it hard so you can hear it.
That's beautiful. All right, is everyone's chakras realigned? Thank you. Keeg, I wanted to ask you about your parents' silverware collection.
What?
Your parents' silverware. I wanted to ask about your parents' silverware collection.
Well, we got some of the regular stuff, and then we got the silver stuff from their wedding, I think.
Aw. Your parents
It's
are
really
married?
cool, right? Yeah.
And your parents, you have a room in your parents' house, right?
Yeah, you know, sometimes I go into their room and I kind of sleep over there, and then
do you live there?
To, like, the other room, and yeah, I do. Yeah. Next question.
What? You sound like you have a gun to your head. Oh yeah, I do. Okay.
A gun? No gun. No gun. Next.
Ooh, this interesting. Keeg, what age did you move to the East Coast?
I'll tell you what. Actually, I have to think about that. Let me do some calculations.
Because you lived in California. You were born and raised a little bit in California, and then your family moved to the East Coast.
Southern California. I lived there for 16 years of my life before I moved to. Should I say what state I live in?
No. So you moved when you were 16.
I was 16 in 2019. That's correct.
Jeez, man. What was the
18.5.
Was there any now I'm 12. Was there any
back
big
to last night? We're screwing the friends.
Was there any big culture shocks when you went from the left to the right?
Well, here's the weird thing, right? Everyone in Connecticut is way taller for some reason. I didn't realize it. I mean, in California, everyone's, I guess, shorter. But
you know what it is,
over here, they're super tall people. What?
Mexicans.
Oh yeah?
That's real. Because
aren't you like
on my mom's side? Yeah, that's how I know. On my mom's side, my mom's dad was Keeg. My mom's dad was super tall. And his whole heritage is super tall white men from Iowa. And then on my dad's side, it's a lot of short Hispanic people. And I feel like there aren't a lot of tall Hispanic people. There are a lot of tall white people. I don't know if that's true. But what I'll say is whenever I go to Tecate to see family now, it's like I'm literally looking down at the seven dwarves. Like there are not many tall people in Mexico, so I turn a lot of heads turn and they're like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, tall guy. Oh, look at that guy.
Yeah.
He's so tall. Look, he's so tall. Look at him. Oh, look. We can look up. He's so tall. That's what they're all saying.
They don't speak English, Keeg.
That's what they wish they could say.
What, they wish they could speak English?
No, they wish they could say those exact words, and they not even knowing what they mean. They just say those words. Wow. You're like, oh yeah, and then they're like, huh? Okay?
Wow. Wow.
What do you, Owen Wilson?
Wow.
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 Keeg.
What?
What's your comfort food?
I don't know. I don't really have one. I guess I can say what food I like. I like.
What food do you like?
You know what? Sandwiches. Just like, as long as they're not peanut butter and jelly. I don't like peanut butter and jelly, but I like turkey sandwiches. They're good. Turkey, mayo. That's it.
What if when you come
Good
for
stuff
VidCon,
right
the only food we brought is just like a 50-pack of Uncrustables?
Oh, that stuff is disgusting. It's soggy. I used to eat them when I was younger. I think that's where I got the dislike from, because they just always were disgusting. I would freak out, flip every table in the house, and then jump through a window. Actually, all the windows. I would come back for more.
Just like leaping out like a little baby devil.
Yeah. What is he doing? Uncrustable! I don't like jelly and peanut butter.
Or are you Shadow the Hedgehog now?
Oh yeah,
Sonic.
right, Keanu
I
does
don't like Uncrustables.
I'm Shadow.
Why are you so confused? I'm Sonic. I'm Shadow.
I don't know. I get. I don't know anything about Sonic. I haven't even seen the movies. I got to see this stuff.
Oh, dude, the third one was awesome. Oh, okay, yeah.
I got a question for you. Okay. Do you like eggs? Do you like eggs?
What's so funny about that question?
Because you've been asking very complex questions, but mine are not complex.
Okay.
Also, I didn't have it lined up. That's off the top of my head, baby.
I'm okay with eggs.
You like eggs?
They're
I
think if you add a lot of salt and there's a lot of stuff with it, like an omelet, that could be good. But just like bacon and eggs, I'm just sick of eggs, dude. I've had so many eggs in my life. And then I worked in a kitchen where like every day I'd have to make like 20 egg sandwiches at least. And it just started to smell bad and just not taste good anymore to me.
Oh, eggs are so good. That place is going to ruin your taste of eggs.
They're okay. They're okay with stuff, but on their own, they're just kind of eh.
I love eggs. I also like sushi. What kind of sushi do you like? A lot. Which one would you go for?
There's a couple good places by where I live. I always get the crunch/crunchy roll. I forget what exactly is in it, but it's got the crunchy shit on top, and those are really good.
It's kind of sweet stuff in it, right? Usually they put like
it's pretty sweet.
They put a little bit of sweet sauce and that stuff is good.
The crunchy and orange, those are really good. Just like palate cleanser. It's just like fish on top of fucking sushi, basically.
It's like salmon.
Yeah, it's very basic rolls. And then I really like rolls that have like cooked steak on top. Because those are like, oh my God, really? That's a gluttonous feast. I haven't seen
any of those, actually. It's usually like fishes. Steak I've not seen. That's a very
There's a
California
spot I
thing.
go to where my parents have been going there forever, and there's like rolls there named after my parents' like friends from high school.
What?
And they have like, dude, they have some kick ass like hot rolls. Like,
Dude, that's awesome.
really
What?
good. I'll take you there
Hot rolls.
when you visit. Dude.
Yes, I would love to. You know
sure.
what? I have not had a hot roll before. I've only had cold rolls. I've
Oh,
never gone
dude.
for hot before.
You're gonna try a couple rolls and your life's gonna change, dude. It's so good.
That sounds so good.
Do you what kind of like other Japanese cuisine do you like besides sushi?
Honestly,
Like besides
nothing
rolls,
else.
I mean.
I don't really like any other.
You don't like
nothing
a
else.
rice bowl?
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's just a bowl of rice.
You know, like noodles?
I guess, yeah.
Like pho?
I don't know. Yeah,
Or is
okay,
pho
that's good.
Japanese
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Chinese? I'm so
I have
American
to
right now.
look I think that might be Chinese.
I think it might be Chinese.
I do like
now
pho,
that
by
say
the
it
I
out
do.
loud.
Like, have you had the I don't remember what they call them, but it's essentially sushi bowls. It's essentially it's got all the sushi
Like a
makings,
poke
but it's
bowl?
mixed into a yes. Have you had one?
Yeah,
of
I had
those?
poke bowls like last week. That shit's so bomb.
Oh, dude, so I haven't had.
You gotta
it so
make it at
long.
home.
It's so
You gotta
good.
make it at home.
Really?
Because
We
me
could-
and
we found a
Tegrin
place that
went
makes
to
it.
well, I guess if you find a good place, but me and Tegrin went to a place where it's like build your own bowl and you like select everything. And it was just like so underwhelming. It was fine.
Not enough
it's
stuff
like-
in it.
It was like the Subway of making a bowl. Like
You know what? I
I'd
don't mind
rather just
Subway.
make it at home. Jersey Mike's
dog
is
on it 'cause of Jared.
worlds better than Subway. Like
Yeah,
planets
but I don't.
better.
I wouldn't care. Like if there wasn't a Jersey Mike's nearby, I wouldn't mind Subway. I mean, I like their avocado, whatever else. I haven't had it in a while, but it's good.
I think I've just kind of slowly been turned off to it over time. And then they announced the giant Oreo footlong, and that was
funny. Remember when their slogan was "Eat Fresh"? I think it still is.
Dude, it's so gross. Like that shit
Yeah.
looks disgusting.
Who's going to eat that? That's like who thought that up? Was like, yeah, a lot of people
Americans.
would definitely eat this. That is
Teague,
so
look
much
at our DMs.
Oreo.
Look at this.
I know. I've seen commercials of it. Oh, that looks
so bad
grosser than
looking.
they showed on the commercial.
Oh yeah, it's a lot darker than it is in the photos.
And you
like
just
it's
know
actually
the outside's gonna be that soft, like stuff that just makes your mouth super dry. That
it's
soft
it's
kind of
pretty
like
grody.
cake. Yeah.
You
Wait,
don't need
oh,
that
dude.
much Oreo.
Okay,
Huh.
go to the Subway. Go to the Subway website and look for footlong dippers because they look really good.
Subway, what?
Oh my god, they threw out their eat fresh thing, their eat healthy thing. There's
Where is
so
it?
much just gluttony.
Where's Subway dippers? Snacks, sides, and desserts?
Go
Is that where
to
it is?
go to snack sides. And we saw a commercial for this. Oh crap! It brought me to a map.
Yeah, I just have a giant map of America.
Okay, if
Let
you
me
go
just
to
look
the
up
top and
Subway
you just click on the
dippers.
arrow, that works too.
These look fine, but also I promise you they don't look this good in actuality.
No, definitely
like
not.
when you get them.
But I think they'd taste. I mean, it looks like one of their side or one of their
What is in
dippings
it?
is like spicy mayo. I don't know, but it looks like meat.
I'll be honest, bro.
and-
I'd rather just go to like a local Mexican
Jeez.
place.
Well, yeah,
But
we're
I
not
guess I can
going to
get something
Subway for
much better
This
than
is not Mexican food. This is a sandwich rolled up. That's what they're giving you. It's not Mexican food.
I don't know. I don't like wraps that much.
I like it if you're dipping it. That's the only reason why this looks good to me. Like they've got like the dips are what interests me, not the rolls. I
Then
could
just
dip my
buy
whole
the
hand
dip
in there.
and make your own roll from home.
If they allow that, that's what I would do. I've never
They
tried.
allow you
I haven't
to
been to Subway.
make your own roll
Yeah.
from
Hey,
home.
hey, what do you do? You should just buy a dip.
They're like
hey, hey,
Keeg, they're like knocking on your window. They're like, hey,
hey.
quit it, stop. Come
what?
on, man.
Here's how you could do that.
yours.
Here's how you could do that. You order the dip. You order the foot-long dipper. You look at them in the eyes when they give you the meal. You put the roll down. You grab the sauce, and then you run. You got to look at them in the eyes, though.
You just maintain eye contact, take the roll out of the bag, set it on the counter, and book it. You just like run.
My sauce. You just run for it, dude. My dip.
Sauce.
I love my sauce. Dip. Here we go. I
What
found what it is.
Can you
What?
do you have any foods or like snacks or desserts like brand stuff that was good when you were a kid but kind of sucks now? Because I got a couple. I guess Uncrustables for you, right? Because you probably liked them when you were younger.
Well, I never really liked them in the first place. I just ate them because they
okay.
were in my. Or actually, I didn't really eat them. I kind of ate like some of it and threw it away. I don't know. Everything that I ate when I was a kid tastes good or better. What about you?
For one, Swedish fish for sure.
Really?
I used to
love those.
love Swedish fish, and now they just taste so chemically. They taste like so
Well, they could have
garble.
changed the. They could have changed.
No,
the,
they did. They
how
for
they made
sure
them.
did.
They did. Yeah.
A lot more corn syrup, I'll tell you that. They're so much sweeter and
Oh,
concentrated.
definitely. Are you kidding me? They got to keep up with the rest. I mean, you know.
Yeah, bro.
They
And
weren't
then
that sweet
another
to begin
one,
with.
Pringles.
You don't
I
like
used
Pringles?
to, when I took piano lessons, every week I would stop by the local gas station, one of the gas stations right next to it. I would get a sleeve of sour cream and onion Pringles and a Snapple. And then I
That
would
was your-
walk
that was
over
your
and
problem.
I'd mac on
That
it.
was your mistake.
And the Pringles, I stopped having them after I stopped taking the lessons for a while, and I went back when they changed their guy, got rid of his hair, they shaved him. They shaved
Well,
the
they
Pringles,
also
man.
changed the way they made
It's-
Pringles. I remember that.
It's so much stronger now. They put so
Yeah.
much seasoning, and I
don't like
hate
that?
that shit because it's too much.
Really?
I have
I
like
love
3
that.
chips, and I've got way too much of the
Well, don't eat that
flavoring in my mouth
flavor.
already.
That flavor's so like that flavor itself just doesn't taste good. So when they add more seasoning, it's gonna taste worse. You got to have the other flavors. Except for there's a
What,
few
like
that I could
original.
say.
The original's the
No.
only like okay one.
Have you not had any other flavor other than sour cream and onion? Because
No,
that
I've
stuff
had
is
other
gonna be strong.
flavors of Pringles, but they're like, they're not. They're
What
fine.
about barbecue?
I'd rather
What about
just have
barbecue?
like an off-brand chip. The barbecue's fine. It's just not very good. I'd rather just get some
it's
hickory
not that good.
barbecue chips from my store, dude.
There's this one that have you this oh my god.
I'm sorry.
you
I
had
didn't,
the-
I didn't mean to offend you.
Have you had the spicy one yet? The spicy Pringles?
They're not very good. They're kind of grody.
Really? Why don't you like them?
It kind of, I think it reminds me of, I did the one chip challenge, and the spice on the
Oh.
Pringles spice tastes very similar to that kind of spice where it's just
Is that chip
spicy
ruined it
with
for you?
crap.
Oh,
Like it's
I
not
can't believe
real
you did that.
spices, it's just chemicals.
you did it because of a goal, right?
I was raising funds
stream?
for Sprite. Yeah.
Sprite. Yeah, you did it for a goal. Dang, did you?
I did it for a
when you
goal.
bought it. Did you ever think you're gonna hit it? So you're like, yeah, I'm probably good, and then it happened, and you're like, oh crap.
I mean, I got it long before the stream because like I got it because it
Oh.
looked cool.
Yeah.
And then it was like a week or 2 after I got it that kid ate like 4 and died because he didn't have a drink or anything.
What kind of idiot
And
does that? What were
I
you
don't
thinking?
know. But then it got taken off the shelf, so I had I couldn't find anymore, so I just had
Wait, it's
that one.
gone?
So I just made it a goal. And then I had it, and it was bad. I mean, I didn't really expect to, like, I was hopeful that I'd make it that far in the Dono-a-thon, but I wasn't, like, sure if I would. You know, I was kind of, like, ready to get, like, $100 from it. But then I did, and I had to, dude, I wish I had that VOD, because I put on a maid dress, too, for it. Like, I did so much shit for that.
you need to set it so that your VOD saves for like a month. You can do that.
I think
You
it,
just
I
don't
think
have
it
set to
did.
that.
I'm a
keep
dumbass.
telling
I just
you.
procrastinated on clipping it.
Do it right after this podcast because you're gonna forget again. And I told you this like a year ago, and it's still not like that. And whenever I miss a stream, I can't. What? What?
Let me go to my thing, man. What's your problem, bro?
What is it? It's creator dashboard, right?
Man, I don't know. Their dashboard's so confusing. They just make you go in circles the whole time. It's so bad.
Content. Video producer.
Channel video.
Yeah, my VODs. My VODs save, I think, for as long as they can.
For like 1 day.
I don't know, bro.
You should set it to save, because I know you can set it to save for 2 weeks. If you don't like have any of the whatever the stuff. Let me look it up. How to save VODs on Twitch.
On a very unrelated note, Keeg, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If you had to step by step create a glass table from scratch, how would you go about it?
Okay. I would heat up the glass in one of those chambers.
Okay, where are you getting glass to heat up?
Oh, not glass. Well, sand. So I'd go to the beach. I would load a truck full of sand. People would look at me and I'd be, I'm making a glass table, and then they'd understand. And then I'd drive to the nearest. And then I go to the nearest smelt shop for like trucks and stuff, and I'd say, I'm making a glass table, and then they'd understand and they'd let me use their smelter, and I'd pour all the sand into the smelter. I'd wait however long that takes, and then I'd grab one of those little prong things they use when they're making those like glass like bowls and stuff. And
wait, they make things out of glass that aren't tables?
My mind was blown too. I couldn't believe it. But okay, so I grab the prong thing. I go straight up. So I'd have this one pointy piece of glass, and I'd do that 3 more times. And then I would flip the cauldron over and just have it splat on the ground until it got kind of like colder, so that it solidified. I'd take the four spikes, stab it into each corner. There you go, glass table.
Made out of pure glass.
It might not look pretty. Yeah, I mean, it's a glass table. What do you want? Glass tables break.
Yeah, and if you made a house out of them, it would heat up like a greenhouse.
Yeah, because,
if it was under direct sunlight.
The sun would enter.
Yeah,
and
like a magnifying glass.
It would just heat up.
Like a greenhouse. Yeah, they're really heavy too.
How would you do it?
So first I'd want a frame, probably, would be my goal. So I'd spend a year learning either woodworking or metalworking, whichever is easier, to make like a frame for it. And then shut the fuck up.
You're not messing around, man.
Well, you like my hype man? You're not messing around, man. Jeez.
Guys, did you hear what he just said?
And then after I have the frame, I just like go buy a glass window and I just like put it on top. Sorry. Sorry to let you down.
How'd you do the legs? That's not it, though.
The frame has legs.
What do you mean the frame? What kind of frame looks exactly like a table?
Oh my god, most glass tables, Keeg.
Oh, you're talking about like a glass table frame. I thought you said like
yes.
When you said frame, I thought you meant like a big box.
I meant like this, man. Like one of these. That's what I was picturing in my head.
I thought you
Audio
meant
listeners, it's a circular, one of those circular glass coffee tables that like you'd go under when you were a kid, and your parents would be like, "Get out from under the table! You're gonna hit your head!" And you'd be like, "Okay," and you get out from under the table.
I thought you were talking about something like this.
No. Okay, audio listeners.
Imagine a big metal, picture
frame. Yeah, picture frame.
That's what he.
No, because then it would just be a window. I'd have just made a window, not a table.
Well, if you take those spikes that I made and put them underneath, it could become a glass table.
Keeg, they're weapons, not table legs. Why would you use
Yeah, but they
spikes?
could work. Okay. You
Bowser
could use
be like
weapons as table legs. You could grab a sword and stab forth through a piece of wood, and you got a table.
Yeah, well,
can you imagine? Watch your legs. When you put your feet under the table, this is not a foot table.
Imagine stubbing your toe on the sharp end.
It'd be gone. It'd be gone.
What, you sharpen the sword? So it's
Well, I
like-
was thinking one of those old, like those, like Clash of Clans swords where the barbarians used, where both sides are sharp, and they're just these big fat swords that like don't make any physical sense.
Do you think you'd be good at fighting with a sword?
Well, yeah, kind of anime myself, so I think I'm gonna be pretty. They would be pretty good at fighting. Let me show you how anime.
You're an
I
enemy
can
of
get.
yourself? Is that what you said?
Oh man, I said anime.
Oh, okay. It's hard to
Really?
understand
Was
you
it
when
that?
you.
Was it that
Yes.
bad?
It's a little hard to understand you when you talk like that, man.
Okay, I said, let me see how anime I can get.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that's not what I said at all. That's what I was going for.
That's where I was
don't know,
aiming. I
would
might have
you?
misfired a little bit. Be good with
You
a
got
sword.
a bit of training with a jujutsu, jajutsu.
The racist allegations are coming down tenfold.
Listen, man, I'm from Southern America. I don't know how to pronounce these fancy words.
Sorry.
What's a spaghetto?
Spaghetti.
Huh? Spaggy?
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 Spaggy. Basically.
Yeah.
What even was the? I don't even remember what the. You so
Can you
derailed
fight
me.
with sword? Can you? How good do you think you'd be fighting with swords?
I think I'd be okay if I was against someone who like knew what they were doing with a sword. I'd be dead because like I've never trained with one, but like I've swung around sticks before, so I'd probably be good at it.
Yeah, as a child, we used to have this game we'd play in our neighborhood where we called it War or something like that, and we'd all just like fight with like these like plastic / foam
So
swords.
Keeg, that's called LARPing. I'm not wrong.
We had.
Oh,
it
you know
before-
what me
that
and
was
my
the thing.
friends used to do?
What?
We used to have Nerf wars.
We did that
I
too.
think
we
like a couple of
combined
my
it, dude.
birthdays were Nerf wars.
We had that like every like when I in like 20 from like 2010 to like 2013. It was like every week we had one. It was crazy.
I didn't have that many friends, so it was only
we
really my
lived in
birthdays.
we lived in suburbia, so we had plenty of houses to get friends from.
You lived in a neighborhood that was purely white.
I'll tell you what, this place is purely American,
Ooh, speaking of
which is funny because it wasn't.
speaking of
What?
older stories, Keeg, do you have any scary ghost stories?
Oh, I wish, dude. I've never like had anything like paranormal happen, so no.
No.
None. Nothing. I even
Damn.
live in older country now, and pretty much nothing.
Have you ever wanted to go like urban exploring?
I already
Like
have.
abandoned urban exploration.
There was an abandoned building nearby, which unfortunately they tore down before we could get to the second floor. But we
Did you wear a mask when you went in?
It wasn't that old. It still had power.
Okay,
Like,
okay,
Like
okay.
it was
Oh, so it's
run
not
down
really that
and
old,
abandoned
yeah.
for something like 10 or 15 years, but it still had power going to it for whatever reason. We could walk over and flip
I've just
the light
heard
switch and
so
they'd
many
sometimes turn on.
horror stories about like people don't wear a mask into an abandoned place,
'cause of the
inhale
black
asbestos,
mold.
and they're dead in like a week. Yeah,
or
the mold
asbestos. Black mold especially, that stuff is bad. But no, that place was that place wasn't that old, and it wasn't in a humid, or it wasn't humid at the
Okay.
time.
too. Well, black mold is actually why we moved out of my childhood home. But ironically, we were kind of already wanting to move out because it was very evidently haunted.
You told me about this. Such a crazy story.
Oh, yeah.
Are you able to tell it? Do you want to tell it live on
I
the
can,
podcast?
yeah. I can tell it.
Blood and gore warning. Blood and gore warning.
And so where my house, my childhood home is now, there used to be a turkey slaughterhouse where they basically would just like slit the turkey's throats, hang them by their feet in this building. And then after a while, when the turkey slaughterhouse got taken down, it was just a slab of concrete with blood soaked into it. And there was a bunch of, not a bunch, maybe like a couple houses also in this like kind of enclosed plot of land with fence around it. And one of the owners of one of the houses had two hound dogs that were total nuisances for the owner of the land and the other resident, because they just run around, knock over trash cans, like, and the owner refused to do anything about it. So the landowner tied up the dogs with leashes, one of them in the backyard of the owner and the other on the slab. Separating these two plots of land was a big wooden fence that was kind of old. And the dogs were just kind of like, they couldn't see each other. They were upset. They were barking at each other so long, just being loud. And then the one in the backyard thought it would be a good idea to try and get to his friend over the fence. So he jumps to go over the fence, but the leash is too short. So he gets pulled back against the fence, and on the fence, a long nail was sticking out. So the dog gutted itself and then hung there on the fence in front of his friend and just died in front of him. So really messed up.
This bit?
I can put a warning.
We'll say blood and gore warning.
Yeah, I'll edit that in. Warning, blood,
gore, dog,
bleeding dog. But yeah, that
dog
happened, and then some genius said, "Hey, what if we built a house here?" So they built my childhood home on top of the turkey slaughterhouse where a dog had also died in front of his best friend. So my sister, my older sister, would complain to my parents that she was having dreams of dogs falling through her ceiling. And
a ghost dog was haunting your sister? What?
My parents had never told her the story about the dog, so they pulled up dog breeds on Google. And my sister pointed to the exact dog breed that the dog was that did jump over the fence.
Oh.
We would constantly have nightmares. A lot of the time we'd hear dogs barking, chasing us, and just multiple paranormal experiences in that house. The reason I started drawing Keeg is because I was trying to show my parents what I was seeing in my dreams. So my first drawings were monsters. My first ever drawings. And that's why
That's what
dinosaurs,
inspired
I think.
your art style.
A little bit, yeah. But let me tell you a crazy ass story about
Yes,
so I forget the friend's name, so I'm just gonna say his name was
Jerry.
Shiloh. We can do Jerry. We can do Jerry.
Shiloh? Where did you get that from?
I have other family with that name. We'll do Jerry. I like Jerry. But Jerry
Seinfeld
would Jerry Seinfeld.
Yes.
He would always come over to our house, or he wouldn't always, but the one time he came over to our house for the first time, he didn't realize where the front door was. So a dumbass, he walked around the house by the fence, and he knocked on the kitchen window, and it scared the shit out of my mom. And that was his thing. From then on out, he'd always whenever he came over, he'd knock on the kitchen window to say that he's there. And this guy was friends with my Uncle Sean, who I'm still in touch with today. We still see Uncle Sean. He's fucking awesome. But at the time, they weren't in the best of stuff. Particularly, I think Jerry had been to jail 2 times already. And they had acquired some guns, maybe not so legally.
Huh?
So they were my Uncle Sean and Jerry were sharing an apartment, and they were in the apartment one night, and they got a call on the phone. They answer. It was still landline at this point. They answer, and they say on the other line, "This is the police. We have the building surrounded. You need to come out with your hands up, or we're going to come in." So my Uncle Sean and Jerry look out the window and see helicopters, and they're surrounded, and it's fuck.
What did they
So
do?
my Uncle Sean, I think it was that they acquired the guns illegally, and
They
maybe
knew
something
somehow?
else. I'm not sure. But my Uncle Sean said, "Dude, I'm going out with my hands up. I'm black. I don't want to deal with this." So he went out with his hands up, and then Jerry said, Listen, man, I've already been to jail 3 times or 2 times. If I go in for a third, I'm not getting back out. Like, it's a life sentence. So he sat down on his bed in the apartment and he shot himself in the head with the gun.
Oh, that is not where I thought that was going.
So then a little bit later, my mom and dad are like, they're his like closest friends that he had who were like nearby. So they went to the apartment and they were just kind of like getting some of his stuff, some of his clothes and whatnot. And they were like picking brains off of it. It was fucked up.
Oh my God. Are you sure you want to be telling this?
Yeah, it's fine. But my dad takes a lot of the like clothes back to our house and like stuff right back to our house. Not a good idea.
Oh my,
Because
yeah,
then
that stuff's got
my
him on it.
mom, my dad, and my uncle Sean are sat in the living room. It's late at night. Me and my siblings are asleep, super quiet. They're just kind of talking about what happened and just processing it.
Right.
And then out of nowhere, the lights go out. The power never goes out in our house, or never would usually. So everyone's freaked the fuck out, shaken up. What the hell do we do? Everyone's just frozen. No one wants to be the person to get up. And then suddenly you just hear a knock on the kitchen window.
Oh my God. And no one out there, huh?
And I think eventually they just got up and turned the power back on. But yeah, dude, like fucking so many little stories like that surrounding that house. Like I grew up around it. It's scary shit. I don't want to ever mess with paranormal stuff, bro.
Yeah, I mean, no. That's wow. So wait, did anyone go? So the knock happened. No one was out there, I assume.
I don't
at
think
all.
so. No one didn't find anyone, and no one else, literally no one else in the history of us living there had ever knocked on the kitchen window. It was just this
Right,
guy.
only him, only Jerry. That
Yeah.
is an incredible story. My God.
It's fucking scary, bro.
And the dog ghost, like,
Oh yeah,
that's what?
a lot of bad mojo. Bunch of dead turkeys, a dead dog, and there
It's insane
could be
because that
more. I don't
land
know.
isn't that old. Like, it's not that old. You know, this stuff is still happening. You know, it's mind blowing.
Dude, I remember
I'm living in old land and nothing happens.
One time, my mom and some of my tias were gonna go out for like a party or something, and they took a photo right in front of the house, like all posed up, right, like we're about to go out. And it was one that would print out. And I don't have the photo. If I did, I would like have it on lock. But in this photo printed, you could see like around the house. If you zoomed in, there was like a fog, it almost looked like, and you could see like faces.
Oh.
Like if you looked really close, like the kind of vague shape of faces just kind of floating around the house, like yelling. It was fucked up, dude.
I do have a story. I didn't experience it, unfortunately, but I do have a story similar to that. So my sister used to do gymnastics, and she would travel to Las Vegas because they had a lot of their stuff in Las Vegas. And on the way back, they were in the car, of course, and my mom wanted to take a picture of my sister and her friend because they're hanging out and having a good time. And she took the picture, and in the picture, out the window, very, very clearly, you can see, and they're going, by the way, like 75, 80 miles an hour down the highway. A Native American guy standing there in full garb. You could see me standing at the window, just kind of staring in. I know. I couldn't believe it. I was like, maybe it's like a sign, but they're going, these are old iPhones, by the way. These are not going to like make things clear when they're moving fast. They're going 70, 80 miles an hour. That would be impossible. It just doesn't make sense. There's just this guy standing out there, out the window. And I need to find that picture because I know we still have it somewhere. It was saved on one of our, probably our computer or something. Yeah. But it was that's the weirdest thing ever. And it would make sense because they used to live on that land. I mean, it was in Las Vegas, out in the desert, in the middle of nowhere. It was crazy.
I think at one point my sister was like scared that there might be like skinwalkers near her house or something like that. And I told her like that I don't necessarily doubt that stuff, that there's some legitimacy to it, like paranormal, strange creatures and shit like that.
Skinwalkers,
but it's not. That shit's gonna be out in the desert, like not by houses and by people, but it's gonna be out. That's why I'm like, dude, actual camping is scary as fuck, dude.
intense. Yeah. Tent camping sucks.
Dude, that I don't know. I have way too overactive of an imagination. That shit scares me so bad.
The only time I'd go camping is if another person was in the tent with me, and I used to go camping on this one spot on top of this hill with a friend. We'd like drag like stuff all the way out there. It was really fun. But man, at night it was creepy, and there was a wolf, like a pack of like coyotes that ran by at some point, and all we had between us was a thin wall of fabric. Like, dude, tent camping sucks.
Dude, where I live, I've gone like taking one of the dogs on a walk before, and like because you walk by a like naturous area, I've seen a coyote before just kind of out there just peeking at us.
Oh yeah,
and I just have to like
to
be like, hey, no. Bad.
Get out of here.
He's like, yeah, fuck you. Literally,
dude. My dad was on a walk, and a coyote just we're in the middle. Okay, so we used to live in California, but there would always be coyotes everywhere, and he was walking the dog down the street near our house, and there's just a coyote that comes running down the street like nothing's happening. He's just walking down the street. Such a weird. It's so funny.
Before, like on the way back from like jujitsu class or something when I was younger, it's like dark outside. We'd just be like pulling up the street. And then it would look like a dog ran in front of the car, so my dad would brake. But then with the lights on, you'd see it's an ugly ass coyote. You're like, ah,
big old coyote.
Oh, yeah. Go on,
yeah. They're cool. They're cool dogs, as long as they're not trying to kill you.
They're cool dogs.
Cool dogs. Oh, I also
cool
saw one
dogs.
on that camping trip. In the morning, I had woken up, it was probably around 6 or 7, and I was filming. In fact, actually, I have this on camera because I was filming a vlog at that time. It was called Camping Trip Vlog Part 1. And I got it on camera. It's just a coyote that walks past us. It was kind of cool.
Dope.
I should show you that video. It's a fun video. We went like bike riding and stuff. I had like a GoPro and everything. It was really cool. I even have footage of that tent I was talking about.
Yeah, show me that, dude.
Yeah, the whole thing's on camera.
I think we got enough footage. It's been about an hour.
Welcome back to Love Wins.
Love Wins episode 53.
53. Going on for 25 years now. One episode every 2 minutes. Wait.
Oh,
2?
Dude. Thank you guys for watching.
Dude.
Thanks for watching the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back every week for the rest of your life.
Every week for the rest of your life. We'll be here.
We'll be here.
Do we want to? Let's say Love Wins at the same time, like we did the first episode. We didn't do it the second.
And let's have it fade out. Let's have it like echo out. We gotta say, you hear that, editor?
Love Wins. Are you ready?
Yeah. Ready?
1, 2, 3. Love wins. That's awesome, dude.
So stupid. It's gonna sound great in the edit though.